At the subway, K spots his childhood friend Kato nearby but avoids speaking to him. Suddenly, a drunk man falls onto the tracks. Kato jumps down to help but struggles alone. He calls out to the crowd and even to K, but no one moves. Kato manages to drag the man close enough for the crowd to finally react and pull him up. Just as K reaches down to help Kato, the train arrives, and both are hit. Instead of dying, they wake up in a strange white room. They're not alone. There are other confused people here, and in the middle of the room sits a giant black sphere. Curious, K tries the door, but it's locked. Kato checks the windows, but those won't budge either. Then, Kato turns to K and confronts him for pretending not to notice him earlier. K denies it, saying he didn't see him. As they try to figure out what's going on, the others confirm they died too and somehow woke up in this room. Suddenly, laser beams shoot out from the black sphere, assembling a wet, naked woman out of thin air. The group realizes that's how they all must have arrived. Of course, one of the guys, Hiroshi, starts ogling her, but Kato quickly offers his jacket to cover her up, ignoring Hiroshi's whining. Then the black sphere starts playing a goofy wake-up song, and a message flashes on its screen. Their old lives are over, and now the sphere decides how they'll live from here on out. A picture of an onion alien pops up along with one simple instruction: kill him. The sphere opens up, revealing an assortment of weapons and a man connected to a computer. He's unresponsive even when they poke at him. They also find suitcases labeled with their names, and inside are odd-looking suits. No one dares to put them on, except for Kishimoto, who's still naked and needs something to wear. Kei notices that Nishi is already wearing the suit under his hoodie. As everyone fiddles with the guns, Suzuki mentions he remembers being sedated and taken to the hospital after a car crash. This makes them wonder, could this all be a hallucination? Maybe they're in comas or part of some weird experiment. Before they can figure it out, the sphere tells them to get going as a countdown starts. Suddenly, their bodies begin vanishing, piece by piece, in blue light. They reappear outside and, for a second, they think maybe they're just going home. But Nishi breaks the silence. He reveals the truth. They're part of a virtual reality show called American Tryout, created by his father for American cable TV in partnership with Yale University. The winner gets a whopping $100,000. Turns out, Nishi actually asked to be on the show. Just then, Kei sees a little kid nearby. Nishi confirms, yep, that's the onion alien. With 20 minutes to eliminate him, most of the group takes off after the boy. But Kei, Kato, and Kishimoto hang back. The others catch up to the kid, who plays innocent until, surprise, he sprays slime from his nose to escape. Meanwhile, Kei and his group wander through the area, realizing something is weird. No people around, and the streets seem like they're looping. The chase comes back their way, and this time Kato and Kishimoto decide to follow along. After a long run, the group corners the alien kid inside a garage. Hiroshi fires his weapon, blowing off the boy's arm in a flash of light. The alien retaliates, slashing 3 men's legs before getting bombarded by bullets. He explodes in a bloody mess, and Suzuki ends up throwing up. Hiroshi, weirdly excited, keeps shooting the remains for fun until Kato stops him. But it's not over. A towering man appears behind them. When Hiroshi mocks him, the man slices off his leg and lifts him by the head. As Hiroshi flails, the man's wig falls off, revealing he's an alien too, and the kid's father. 2 guys shoot at him, but the alien uses Hiroshi as a shield, and his body explodes. With deadly claws now revealed, the father alien wipes out everyone in the garage, leaving only Kato alive. Kei hears the screaming and runs over just as the alien is about to strike Kato. Suddenly, Kishimoto tackles him, launching him into a wall. Her suit is glowing blue, supercharging her strength and speed. As the alien recovers, Kei hides behind a van. The alien slams both Kato and Kishimoto. Thankfully, the suit protects Kishimoto. Seeing all this, K opens his suitcase, only to find it empty. When the alien charges at him, he sneaks around the van and smacks it on the head with the suitcase. The alien, furious, smashes streetlights and prepares to attack until wires suddenly restrain him. Nishi reveals himself and tosses a gun to K, saying he earned it. But when K hesitates, Nishi takes it back and kills the alien. Everyone is teleported back to the White Room, unharmed. Even Suzuki returns. Gantz revives anyone not fully dead. As the countdown ends, Nishi calls the sphere Gantz. Then, scores are handed out. Everyone gets 0 points and a few insults except Nishi. He gets 5, bringing his total to 79. The faces of the deceased are added to a growing death list from the show. Nishi explains their job is to hunt aliens and calls some of the deaths awesome, which sets Kato off. He grabs Nishi, asking why he didn't help, but Nishi uses his suit's power to painfully break Kato's grip, calling him a hypocrite. He only lets go when Kei threatens to shoot him. Kei wants more answers, but before anything else, Gantz lights up again and teleports them. The next morning, Kei wakes up thinking it was all a dream, until he sees news of 2 people hit by a train. At school, classmates gossip about him while Kojima sketches him secretly. After class, she tries to talk, but he ignores her. Kei visits Kato's old place, now just a parking lot. At the alien's location, the garage is clean. Then Kishimoto appears, remembering everything and still wearing her suit. They realize it was all real, but no one would believe them. She asks to stay with Kei, explaining she tried to end her life, but woke up in the White Room. She kept Kato's jacket, and inside, they find his notebook. Kei learns Kato is on parole, didn't finish school, and had an abusive father. Meanwhile, Kato has a nightmare about the alien kid he killed. Afterward, Kato reassures his little brother Ayumu that he's fine. Once Ayumu goes to bed, blue lasers teleport Kato to the White Room. The usual survivors are there, along with 3 new players, a woman, a grandma, and a crying child. Gantz plays its tune and announces the new target, the Tanaka alien. Nishi bluntly says, no one escapes Gantz. If someone dies, they're just replaced. Kei and Kato realize in shock that Nishi had used the 3 men in the last mission as bait. Suddenly, Nishi and 2 others begin teleporting. The rest scramble to suit up and grab weapons. The first to arrive are the young boy and his grandma in a parking lot. The alien appears, its creepy mouth glowing. Moments later, Kei arrives, only to find their bodies. The alien, calmly listening to music, notices Kei and attacks before Kei's hand has even finished forming. Kei barely defends himself, the suit absorbing the hit. He fires back, destroying the alien's boombox, which enrages it. The alien attacks Nishi next, forcing him out of camouflage. They crash through a rooftop and slam into a car. The alien brutally pummels Nishi, even cracking his suit. Just as it's about to finish him, Kato tackles the alien, throwing off its aim. They hit the ground hard, but Kato keeps blocking and finally knocks the alien out with his enhanced strength. Kei runs to the wounded Nishi, who tells him to reach 100 points and revive him, then dies. But the alien isn't done. It comes back, shoots at Kato, then turns to Kishimoto. Kato shields her, taking the blast himself. The alien keeps beating him as he shoves her to safety again. Kei wants to help, but hesitates, afraid of hitting his friends. Just as the alien is about to finish Kato, Kishimoto grabs a metal pipe and bashes its head. The alien fires but only hits a power box, causing sparks. Furious, it grabs Kishimoto's arm, but she kicks it in the groin, no effect. It tosses her aside, and Kato catches her. The alien then turns on Kei, pinning and punching him. That's when Kei's suit maxes out. He lands a massive punch that sends the alien flying. Kei unleashes a flurry of blows, slamming it into a car and through a window. As the alien charges again, Kei jams his gun into its mouth and fires, blowing its head apart. The alien explodes with the car. As the mission ends, the others begin to disappear. But Kei, missing a leg and arm, lies helpless as leaking gas reaches the damaged power box. triggering a massive explosion. Back in the White Room, Kato demands to know what happened to Kei. Gantz activates, and Kei appears, fully healed. No one else earned points, but Kei got 7. The screen says 93 points are still needed. Kei asks what happens at 100. Gantz explains you can either revive a teammate or leave with your memory wiped. The next morning, Kei wakes up still in the suit. He tests its strength by crushing a frying pan, hides it under clothes, and spends the day experimenting. Just as he's about to jump rooftops, Kojima calls to meet for coffee. They chat, share snacks, and Kei opens up about protecting Kato from bullies back in school. Meanwhile, Kishimoto visits Kato to return his jacket. He reveals he killed his abusive father to protect his brother Yumu and spent time in juvie. Later, Kato watches the news about the garage destruction. Yumu says he's been dreaming Kato disappears. Kato reassures him he won't. That night, the group is summoned back. New players join, and the next target is the ill-tempered alien. Kato urges everyone to gear up, but a monk refuses, calling it devil's work. Kato snaps, not wanting more people to die. Kei steps in to calm him, but the teleport begins. They arrive at a museum with 2 giant statues. Before they can plan, a nervous newbie destroys one. The second statue comes to life and attacks. It's slow but powerful. The monk flees into a Buddhist art room and starts praying. Each time he closes his eyes, a statue seems closer. Outside, Kei tries to flank the alien, but it lands with a shockwave that knocks everyone down. A newbie runs into the monk's hiding spot. Kei tells Kato to evacuate the others and attacks the statue, dodging kicks, blasting its leg, then shooting its face. The explosion kills it. But Kato's furious. A teammate died. Kei blames Kato for not evacuating them. Tension rises, but then a wounded player stumbles out. There's another alien. Kei, Kato, and Kishimoto head back in and find the monk dead. A multi-armed statue attacks Kei, knocking away his gun and stabbing him. Kato drags him out and tells Kishimoto it's his turn to protect Kei. Kato sneaks in, uses a glass reflection to spot the alien, and dodges just in time. It speaks, saying humans attacked first. Kato hesitates, feeling guilty, until the alien strikes again and disarms him, demanding revenge. Kishimoto shoots, but it dodges and knocks her down. It freezes, posing like a statue. Kato draws a sword from his suit and charges. A brutal sword fight begins. The alien overpowers Kato, throwing him across the room. Kishimoto catches him mid-air, but is impaled while protecting him. She dies in his arms before she can kiss him. Enraged, Kato attacks, but is brutally killed. The alien tosses his body at Kei, who, devastated, activates his suit's full power. Kei attacks, but the alien blocks. Spotting a gun stuck in a railing, Kei grabs it and fires, still blocked. Then, the alien drops a small statue that grows into a giant, smashing through the museum. It grabs Kei, who slips free. Hearing Kato's voice and seeing a vision, Kei catches a gun and blasts off the giant's hand. He climbs its arm but is headbutted and swallowed. Inside, Kei fires wildly, causing the alien to explode from within. Kei tries to reach Kato, but vanishes before he can. Back in the White Room, only Suzuki and another player return. Gantz gives Kei 13 points and adds Kato and Kishimoto to the dead list. Kei begs for their return, but Gantz reminds him he still needs 100 points. The next day, Kei looks down at the train tracks. Kojima notices and offers help. When a kid drops his hat on the tracks, Kei jumps down to retrieve it, returning it with a smile. As the train approaches, he stays still until Kojima drags him up, crying. She confesses her feelings, and Kei promises not to die. Later, Kei tells Yumu the heartbreaking news. That night, he's back in the White Room with Suzuki and a new group. Another mission begins. Meanwhile, Kato wakes up in the crowd outside the museum.